Gary Carter. Outside in car 74, Kent Sword, your third fast qualifier, Kent Sword. Second fast qualifier, car number 10 out of Grove City, Ohio, it's Robin Pennington. And finally, on the tail, fast qualifying time, that time again 16.173. The driver is Randy Sword. One lap will be underway on Fun Trail Van and Ohio Auto Auction night at the races. Gary Carter on the pole. Outside, Ken Sword. Here comes Robin Pennington and Randy Sword on the tail. Got a surprise coming up for you at intermission, so we'll let you know a little bit about that later on. 4 laps, your fastest 4 limited sportsman qualifiers. The leader is Gary Carter in car 26. Continues to pace the limited sportsman trophy dash. Robin Pennington is second in car number 10. White flag. Now Pennington to the outside of Gary Carter. He slips coming off 2. Gary Carter will be your winner. Randy Sword sneaks into second, Robin Pennington third, and Kent Sword comes home fourth. So again, the winner of your 4-car trophy dash, Gary Carter. The second row, number 53, it's Russ Bob out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. And alongside of Russ in the 02 car. Back after a nasty accident a week ago, Charlie Osborne. Charlie had a pretty serious concussion, but no other injuries. He said he was a little sore earlier. And we're glad to see Charlie Osborne back out here this evening. The third row in 20, it's Mike Brown, and 37, George Glick. And finally, on the tail in car number 12, Don Renner. Renner, the other car involved in that nasty accident over off the backstretch. And they tell me they did some heavy duty work on that car this week to get it back running. Donnie Renner in car number 12. They run 8 laps in this, the first limited sportsman heat race. Parker, the leader. Donnie Hill trying to fight back on the inside. They'll complete 2 laps, this time by the start-finish line. Parker's car with a big-time push in the corners. The car wants to go straight. Parker trying to turn it. And Donnie Parsons comes back every corner on the inside, down the front stretch this time. Door to door down the back stretch. Well, halfway signal this time. Jr., the leader. Zero Hill out front. Bob takes over second. Mike Brown now up to third. And Bob will waste little time going to the outside of the white number 22 car. Russ Bob moved to the outside. It's Zero Hill, the leader. Mike Brown running second. Third is Russ Bob. The winner, Zero Hill. Second across the line, Mike Brown. Third was Russ Bob. Alongside in the deuce, the blue deuce, it's Donnie Gregory. Car number 2, it's car 17, Sam Heckman. And number 98, Mike Rush. And finally, your current point leader on the tail, car 29, Bob Justice. Racing laps. Donnie Gregory jumps out to that lead on the opening lap. Jim Kidd and Mike Rush go at it for second spot. It's still Donnie Gregory. They'll complete the second lap this orbit. I talked to a very tentative Bob Justice back there earlier. He crashed that car a week ago. Had to work on a spindle, bend it around a little bit to get it back in competition this evening. Justice running good in 29. Of course, Gregory, the other car sidelined in that fender bender over in turn number 3, leads this second heat race halfway. Cars begin to stretch out a little bit. Gregory pulls away just slightly from Mike Rush. Gregory will get the white flag. Winning the second heat race this evening, limited sportsman, Donnie Gregory. Coming home, runner-up, number 98, Mike Rush. Third goes to Bob Justice. Fourth is Jim Kidd, and fifth, Sam Heckman. of Miamisburg, Ohio. The Burco Trucking entry. Currently 9th in the track point standings, it's John Ballo. And alongside your second fast qualifier, Pickerington, Ohio driver, Lonnie Rush. Rush second in the point standings coming into this evening's competition. Starting in the second row, inside, car number 70 out of Germantown, Ohio, it's Joe Hill. And your fast qualifier, number 3, the winner of the ASA event live on TNN last week in Cayuga, Canada, Gary St. Amant. They'll go at it for 4 laps. Ballo fends off all comers in turns 1 and 2. Ballo leads lap number 1. Rush backpedals just a bit on the outside. Joe Hill nipping at the 5-time track champion's heels down the backstretch. Halfway. St. Amant now up to third. Hill again to the inside of Ballo in 2. The white flag for John Ballo. Now St. Amant joins the fray for the lead. Hill again to the inside of Ballo down the backstretch. Hill sideways. And the winner, John Ballo. What a trophy dash. Let's hear it for all 4 of these guys. The winner in car 21, John Ballo. Second goes to Gary St. Amant. Third is Joe Hill. And fourth, Lonnie Rush. The lineup goes like this. On the pole in car number 12, it's Denny Dean, and alongside fellow Columbus driver Larry Harris. The second row in number 41, Dave Jackson out of Cincinnati, Ohio. His first drive in any kind of race car since his horrendous accident at Winchester Speedway in an ASA race last November. And alongside in 59, Burgess White. Actually, that was probably in October. I apologize. The third row in car number 23, the driver is Danny Brown, and alongside in 39, Randy Maynard Jr., and rounding out the field for this 10-lap heat race, Bobby Fye. The 10-lap first late model heat race. The leader of lap note 1, Larry Harris in 47. Burgess White takes over sole possession of second, and White tries to move inside of Harris down the backstretch. Here comes Randy Maynard on the outside. Burgess White, the new leader. Car 23, Danny Brown, being black flag for leaking fuel on the racetrack. Burgess White, the leader. Bob 5 pulls off the track on the backstretch. Randy Maynard Jr. is second. Burgess White, Randy Maynard, Larry Harris. Maynard stalks the leader down the backstretch. They'll get the white flag this time. This time, Burgess White. Second goes to Randy Maynard. Third is Dave Jackson. The third heat win of 19. And alongside in car 1, Terry Humphrey. The second row, Donnie Renner, car 92, and 04 Gene Harsh. Car number 98 is next, that's Mike Rush, and 26 is Bill Cantley. And finally, car number 6, Gary Williams. Paces this field around for the first lap. Humphrey leads Danny Eves, Gene Harsh, and Donnie Renner. Now Humphrey off the pace on the backstretch. Danny Eves, the new leader. Getting heavy pressure from Gene Harsh. Halfway. A close battle for second spot. Again to the outside of Danny Eves. Okay, yellow flag. We're not sure why. why that was a yellow flag, but it was a yellow flag. Flagman apparently thinking he had the white flag in his hand. Seven laps complete. 7 laps. Again, we paged these once. Jim Cosson and Terry Payne. Jim Cosson and Terry Payne to the Speedway office. Back to the tail after getting a signal for the flag, so we'll stay green. Your leader is Danny Eves. We would normally have yellow flag that, put him to the tail, but he dropped back to the tail of his own volition. White flag now for Danny Eves. Gene Harsh second. Donnie Renner third. E-race goes to Danny Eves. So again, the winner, Danny Eves from Columbus. For the third heat race, Skip Thornton and Dick Dunleavy Jr., Mike Ward and Bobby Edwards, Robbie Dean and Carlton Smith. Dick Dunleavy with an advantage over Skip Thornton. Dunleavy with his hood ajar in that car number 5. Thornton continues to fight back on the inside. This time. Comes Bobby Edwards. towards the challenge, Skip Thornton. That low line. Edwards continues to ply his trade on the inside. White flag. And the winner of this heat race, Skip Thornton. Second is Bobby Edwards. Third is Robbie Dean. In 13, Dale Brown. The second row in 44, Joe DeFelice. And alongside car 66, Paul Baker Jr. These four cars, your fastest four street stock qualifiers. They'll race for 4 laps. So it's Donald Parsons, Dale Brown, Joe DeFelice, Paul Baker Jr. Brown in the Trophy Dash, his first ever street stock race here at the Speedway. The leader is Donald Parsons. He'll lead him down the backstretch. Joe DeFelice moves inside of Dale Brown for that second position. Coming around to complete lap number 1. It's Parsons out front. Now DeFelice trying to close in. Here comes Paul Baker Jr. in third. Halfway. The 3 cars very evenly matched, it appears. The white will fly in the face of Donald Parsons this time. And he'll take the 4-lap trophy dash. Donald Parsons the third. Joe DeFelice comes home second. Paul Baker Jr. is third, and Dale Brown fourth. Some of the sponsors on this. Starting first in car 41, it's Brian New, and alongside in 51, that's Sandy Butcher. Row 2, Brian McDowell in car 73, and 88, that is Bruce Holmes. The third row consists of the Pittenger brothers, Joe in 37 and Gary in 40. Then comes car number 93, James Hunt. Car 32, that's Tom McCauley, 63 Selena Osborne, and 75 James Harding. Also starting out back on the tail, car 74, Roy Harding. A white flag will start the next time around for the 8-lap heat race in the street stock class. Again, some of the sponsors tonight: Fun Trail Vans, Ohio Auto Auction, Burco Trucking, True Value Hardware, Quaker State, Motor Oil, and K95. Sandy Butcher out front in car 51. Second now is Brian New. But an outside move of New and an inside of Butcher, and now Bruce Holmes challenges for lead. Bruce Holmes in 88. Again, Bruce Holmes still the leader. Gary Pitcher chases him in second. Third is still Sandy Butcher. Five laps down this time around. It's still Holmes, Pitcher, and now James Hunt third in car 93. Pitcher still challenging Holmes down the backstretch. White flag this time around. Now Pitcher off the pace a bit down the backstretch. James Hunt moves up to challenge for that second spot. Pitcher sideways off the fourth turn, your winner, Bruce Holmes, second. Second goes to James Hunt. Finishing third, James Harding. Pennington will start inside of row number 1, and flanking him in car number 18 it will be Bo Davis this evening. Ken Waller and Mike Taylor make up row number 2. The third row, that's Steve Tuttle and Jimmy Romans in 36. Then comes car 28, Fred Hartzell, 87, Randall Borman, and 69, the one, the only, Clyde Trowbridge. Hartzell with a scary moment. Oh, in turn 1, and another one in turn 2. Hartzell keeps that 28 car moving. Herb Pennington is the leader. Still Herb Pennington, Mike Taylor, Jimmy Romans 3rd, and Bo Davis 4th. Hartzell hard into the wall in turn number 1. He appears to be moving around in that car. We're going to check him out. The other car involved, car 16 of Ken Waller. He's out of that 28 car. Pennington continues to pace this field. 5 laps now, correct. 5 laps down. Coming around to complete lap number 6, Mike Taylor is second. 3rd is Jimmy Romans. The white flag for Herb Pennington. A tight battle for that second spot between Mike Taylor and Jimmy Romans. Running 4th is Clyde Trowbridge. The winner of this heat race, Herb Pennington. Mike Taylor is second. 3rd is Jimmy Romans. 4th, Clyde Trowbridge. 5th goes to Bo Davis, and 6th, Steve Tuttle. Starting first in car 27, it's Dave Dysinger. Alongside in number 30, the driver, Bill Hundley. Donald, make that, Bubba Parsons begins this race in car 25 inside row number 2. And alongside, a driver change tonight, that is Heavy Hill in 70. Heavy Hill in 70. The 00 piloted by Ron Mangus. And 43 is Mike Schweier. Then comes Tom Idle in 35. Mike Hamilton in 24. Jim McCulley in 33. And car number 3, Butch McAllister. 8 laps. 8 racing laps for the street stock third heat race. Is Dave Dysinger. He's getting some heat from car 25, Bubba Parsons. Heavy Hill spun on the backstretch. Bill Hundley on the front stretch. Ron Mangus is disqualified for rough driving. Mangus out in 00. So let's see, that leaves Bubba Parsons the leader. Second now is Dave Dysinger. Running third, Mike Schweier in car 43. Halfway, this time by halfway. Bubba Parsons the leader. Dave Dysinger, Mike Schweier, Jim McCulley, Tom Idle, and Butch McAllister. Dysinger with a flat left rear tire. A left rear tire on that white 27. Deflated on one side. Bubba Parsons out front in car 25. Mike Schweier now up to second. And Jim McCulley third. Car 25, Bubba Parsons. Second is Mike Schweier. Third goes to Tom Idle. Jim McCulley disqualified for leaking water. Coming home fourth with that flat tire, Dave Dysinger. And your buddy to the pits, please. Mark Clark. Feature starting on the pole in car number 19 out of Centerville, Ohio. The driver is Carlton Smith. Alongside in 86 out of New Albany, Skip Thornton. Second row in 5, New Carlisle, Ohio driver Dick Dunleavy Jr. In car number 2, Robbie Dean from Darbydale. In the third row, Mechanicsburg, Ohio native, Mike Ward, and from Reynoldsburg, car 7, Bobby Edwards. Miamisburg and Pickerington make up the next row, In 21, it's John Vallow. And 83, Lonnie Rush. Germantown, Ohio driver, car number 70, Joe Hill is next. And outside, your fast qualifier from Columbus, car 3, Gary St. Amant. Next, we've got car 26. That's Bill Cantley, and number 6, driven by Gary Williams. In comes 98, Mike Rush. 04, Gene Harsh. 92, Donnie Renner. 1, Terry Humphrey. 9, Danny Eves. 23, Danny Brown. 39, Randy Maynard Jr. 59, Burgess White. 41 is Dave Jackson. 51, that's Bobby Fye. And 47, we've got Larry Harris. And car number 12, Denny Dean. 24 cars, 30 racing laps. White flag will get a start the next time by here on Fun Trail Van, Ohio Auto Auction Night at the Races. Skip Gordon and Robbie Dean, the leaders. And now Robbie Dean out front. Thornton is second. Bobby Edwards third. Robbie Dean. Second is Skip Thornton. Third, a close battle between Bobby Edwards and Dick Dunleavy Jr. Mike Ward. Mike Ward is second. Mike Ward at 61 is second. Halfway. Mike Ward, John Vallow on the move in 21. Vallow up to third. Ten laps to go. Robbie Dean, Mike Ward, John Vallow. And the new leader is Mike Ward. Five laps to go. Mike Ward the leader. Vallow now on the outside of Dean. And a yellow flag. Burgess White with a spin in turn number 4. White flag. One lap will be back underway. 3 laps to go. Flag this time for Mike Ward. Now Vallow to the outside of Robbie Dean. Ward looks to be the easy winner. The race is for second. Vallow on the outside, Dean on the inside. Finishing second, John Vallow. Third is Robbie Dean, but the big story is car 61, Mike Ward. Mike Ward, your winner. His second feature win of 1992. Keeping track at home, the winner, Mike Ward, car 61. Second, with a last lap pass, John Vallow in 21. Third was car 2, make that Robbie Dean. Fourth, car number 5, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Fifth and 3 was Gary St. Amant. Finishing sixth, car 9, Dan Eves. Eves, by the way, started way back in 17th spot, so a good move for Dan Eves. In 7th place, it was car 86, Skip Thornton, finishing 8th. Another move from way back, Donnie Renner. He started 15th. He's up to 8th. Finishing 9th, Lonnie Rush Sr. And rounding out the top 10, Bill Cantley in car 26. 30 lap limited sportsman feature. On the pole in car 02, it's Charlie Osborne. Outside in 20, Mike Brown. Then comes Jim Kidd in 25 and Jim Cruz in number 9. The third row, car number 2, it's Donnie Gregory and 17, Sam Heckman. Mike Rush is next, and outside of him, it is Bob Justice. Gary Carter is in 26, and alongside in 74, it's Ken Sward. Next, we've got car number 10, Robin Pendleton, and car 73, Randy Sward. Russ Bob is in 53, Craig Parker in 72. 22 is Zero Hill, 12, Donnie Renner, and 37, George Glick. 30 laps. So number 10 drawn by Mike Ward after that feature event. That means he'll start 10th. And the 10th place finisher, Bill Cantley, will start on the pole. Mike Brown, Charlie Osborne second, Jim Kidd third. Now Donnie Gregory puts the inside move on Jim Kidd, and Mike Rush will follow him through. Now Gregory is second. Mike Brown the leader. Bobby Justice slows in 29. And Justice off the racetrack. It's still Mike Brown, Donnie Gregory, and Mike Rush now tries to make his way around Jim Kidd. They'll be halfway this time, cross flags halfway. To go. as Donnie Renner, Donald Parsons, Russ Bob down there in the turn. We're not sure what brought on that accident, but Robin Pendleton off the pace in car 10. The leader is Brown, but he's getting heavy pressure from Donnie Gregory. Laps, 5 remain. Gregory right on the back bumper. Gregory on the back bumper of Mike Brown. White flag. Around the leader, Gregory, pulling alongside. The winner is Mike Brown. Second is Donnie Gregory. So Mike Brown starts outside, front row, and takes home his second feature of the 1992 season. Mike Brown, his second feature win in the Limited Sportsman Division. Out there from the Ohio Bank Auction, Keith Gillespie with a plaque. In car number 26 from Columbus, it's Bill Cantley. Alongside Pickerington, Ohio driver, car number 83, Lonnie Rush. Donnie Renner starts inside of row number 2 in car 92. And alongside car number 86, Skip Thornton. The third row consists of number 9, that's Danny Eves, and car number 3, Gary St. Amant. In the fourth row, Dick Dunleavy Jr. in the blue number 5, and outside car number 2, Robbie Dean. The next row, first and second in the just completed 30-lapper, John Vallow in car number 21, and Mike Ward in 61. The next row, in car 70, Germantown, Ohio driver, Joe Hill, and car number 7, Bobby Edwards. Then comes Terry Humphrey in car 1, and Mike Rush in 98. Gary Williams is in 6th, and car 23, that's Danny Brown. Then comes 39, Randy Maynard, 59, Burgess White, 51, Bobby Fye, car 12, Denny Dean, 47, Larry Harris, and 41, Dave Jackson. Bill Cantley and Lonnie Rush on the front row. Again, the top 10 finishing order from the first 30-lapper were inverted to determine this starting order. The leader is Bill Cantley. Second is Lonnie Rush. Dick Dunleavy Jr. off the track on the backstretch. Dunleavy is out. Bill Cantley, Lonnie Rush second. Here comes Vallow. outside of Bill Cantley. Halfway. It's Cantley on the inside, Vallow on the outside. And a spin. Danny Eves, Mike Ward, Robbie Dean, and Donnie Renner. 16 laps are down. The right front tire, we were just noticing on Donnie Renner's car, has a bunch of positive camber on it. Car 92. Your point leader is off the racetrack. Car 92, Donnie Renner with trouble with that right front tire. It was had a whole bunch of positive camber. So again, trouble with that tire. Apparently we had reports that he had brushed the wall and broke that the connection on that tire, an A-frame or something. Laps to go. Joe Hill now pulls to stop in turn number 4. Gary St. Amant is third. St. Amant third in car number 3. Yellow flag this time for Lonnie. It appears to be okay. They are checking him to make sure he seems to be all right. Still John Vallow the leader. Bill Cantley second. Gary St. Amant third, and Danny Eves fourth. Robbie Dean is fifth. Laps to go, 10 laps. For John Vallow, way out front. Second is Bill Cantley. Brown with a spin in turn 4. Danny Brown in 4. We're back to the last completed green flag lap. And this is the running order at that point. Bill Cantley still second. John Vallow your leader. Robbie Dean third. Gary St. Amant fourth. And Danny Eves fifth. Robbie Dean is second. waves on the backstretch. Right now, one lap will be back underway. It's showtime for the two five-time track champions. White flag this time. His first win of 1992, Jean Ballo. From Miamisburg, John Ballo. We're in row one. Row two will be Don Townsend Jr. and Ken Waller. Waller trying to make his way up toward the front of the pack now. Then comes Mike Taylor and Steve Tuttle, Clyde Trowbridge and Randall Borman, Jim Romans and Dave Dysinger, Bill Hundley and Bubba Parsons, Heavy Hill and Ron Mangus, Mike Schweier and Tom Idle, Dale Brown and Donald Parsons III. Then comes Paul Baker Jr., Joe DeFelice, Selena Osborne, Tom McCulley, Butch McAllister, and Jim McCulley. Okay, Rick Woods, please meet your party at the base of the tower. Outside the base of the tower, Rick Woods, meet your party at the base of the tower. Five laps. Pennington out front. Running second is Don Townsend Jr. Bo Davis is third. Taylor of Pennington still the leader now. Dave Dysinger moves inside of Don Townsend for second spot. Red flag, red flag. Pennington, the leader. Cars following him, Don Townsend Jr., Clyde Trowbridge, Dave Dysinger, Heavy Hill, Joe DeFelice, Jimmy Romans, Mike Taylor, and Donald Parsons III. Bruce Hill to the pit gate. Bruce Hill. Your leader is Heavy Hill. Second is Don Townsend Jr. Now Joe DeFelice moves up to second. He's challenging Heavy Hill on the outside. A race for the lead between DeFelice and Heavy Hill. And your leader is Joe DeFelice. Second now Heavy Hill. Third is Donald Parsons. Sideways in turn 4. He recovers, but Donald Parsons is second now. Paul Baker Jr. up to third. Laps to go. now second. Donald Parsons is third. Heavy Hill fourth. White flag for Joe DeFelice. Here comes Baker. His second feature win of 92, Joe DeFelice. Second goes to Paul Baker Jr. Third is Donald Parsons, the third. And fourth, car 70, Heavy Hill. Thank you for coming out, folks. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Fun Trail Vans, Ohio Auto Auction, Burco Trucking, True Value Hardware, K95.5 FM, and Quaker State Oil. We'll get down there, Keith Gillespie down there with the plaque from the Ohio Bank Auction, Ohio Auto Auction. Paul Baker Jr. is second. Keep in mind, folks, next Saturday night, we'll have the Econo Sprint cars, the winged V8 Sprint cars, in addition to the late models, limited sportsmen, and street stocks.